I've been a wrestling manager with Bishop Carroll for all 4 years of my high school career, and it has just been an amazing experience. But throughout those 4 years, the program has underwent some changes, including my freshman year. We had our first ever girls wrestling team, which was a bit of an adjustment for us managers figuring out how to manage two different teams. But we had an amazing group of 9 managers with 3 people in a senior leadership role, and they were just amazing teaching us how everything went. But when it came to returning my sophomore year, everyone left but me and one other returning manager, and then we had one new manager. So we only had 3 of us there, and the leadership role kind of fell to me, which I was happy to accept. I just didn't realize I would be accepting it so soon. And so it came with a lot of adjustment on my part and my peers' part. With a lot of communication to our coaches and between me and my peers, we were able to figure out how we wanted to continue with only 3 of us and so many wrestlers. So we figured out what could be lesser priority, what we really needed to focus on so that the team benefited the most from the 3 of us. And considering it was my first leadership role, I really learned a lot. Many people ask why I didn't just quit because they thought there were so many reasons too. It was a lot to handle, but it really taught me a lot personally. It taught me how to work with others, and how to lead them in a positive way. The coaches really helped me with that. And then it really taught me resilience and persistence, which have been helpful in so many different aspects of my life, including the 2 jobs I've had in my high school career and just various areas throughout high school. And it was difficult, being my first ever leadership role, but I just had a great support system around me that really was patient with me and taught me so much of how to fulfill that leadership role and how to uphold the standards that we kept when there were 9 of us, when there were only 3 of us. And even though that sophomore year was quite difficult, I really found that I enjoyed being in that leadership role, and I found myself looking forward to my junior season where we had 3 more managers join us, so it got a little easier, and the coaches were happy to help me with how to adjust managing 5 people under my leadership. And then it came to my senior year, and we had another person, so there were 7 of us total. And it was just amazing to see the progression that our management made from sophomore year to my senior year, considering that we started with so little of us. But a lot of that thanks goes to the coaches and my fellow managers for being so patient, and the wrestling teams for being patient with us as well. And my senior season actually just came to a close last weekend, and I already know that I'm going to miss it so much, not only the environment, but everything I learned from it and could still learn from it. I feel nursing is the profession for me because it combines my passion for people and their well-being, along with my interest in the sciences, especially anatomy. I really love learning about the human body, but I've always loved helping people, whether it be helping my mom bake a cake, helping my school with their book fair, or helping my grandma submit a medical request. And I've always loved sciences. It's always been my best subject, and it's just so interesting. I actually took my first anatomy class this year, and I found it so intriguing just learning about something that everyone has in common. And nursing also aligns with my personal values because ever since I was a child, I was raised to just help others. That's really what our main goal is to just help others, whether that be when they're struggling, when they're not struggling and they just need a helping hand. I'm always happy to be there and help people. I believe that everyone deserves dignity and respect and was raised that way my whole life. I feel that is really exemplified in nursing because some of those people are at their lowest, and they really deserve to just be respected and loved by other people. And it's just so inspiring to me that I could be that person, not only helping them medically, but just helping them if they don't have anyone to come sit by their bedside to do that for them. And I just love the idea of being able to help people when no one else is there to help them. I work with an integrated team at my job. I'm a server at a local restaurant, and the way our restaurant is set up, it really is like forms the definition of an integrated team. The front of the house is split up into different roles. So we have people running food, tending to the lobby, taking orders, filling to go orders, and splitting up food from the kitchen into different tickets. And each area requires different skill sets. We're all trained at each area, but as I've been working there, the managers put us into different areas based on our personal skill sets as they get to know us per shift. And they really just notice where we excel more, and then that's how they split us up. I typically tend to be sorting food from the kitchen and filling to go orders because it requires attention to details, which I am very good at. But I am well aware that if there aren't many to go orders to fill, I can easily hop on lobby and help people run food if that's where I'm needed or wherever else I might be needed. We all bring many skills to the table, and as I've been working, I've learned other skills so we can go to each other if we need a specific skill that the other has to accomplish a task, so we can work together. If I have one skill and they have the other and both are needed, then we can work together to accomplish a task much quicker than me doing it myself or them doing it themselves. And overall, at the restaurant, my team just works very well together because we all have various skills, and as we work together, we notice what other skills people have, and it helps us be a better team to make the experience better for our guests. And we know if we're needed to step out of our normal area to help out the team, we are more than happy to do so because we really just want what's best for our guests and what's best for the team. And it has really just taught me how useful getting to know people and their skills and getting to know my own skills is, because it helps recognize what what skills might be needed to accomplish a task and where you can go to find those, or if you can just do it yourself. Recently, my mom and I got into a fight about how I'm never home and she never sees me. But I felt the real reason that we were never able to see each other is because she also wasn't home. She was constantly working. And she had just recently started a new job. So because she's a hardworking person, she understandably worked herself a lot to become a vital part of the team. But I just felt like she let the job take over her life. So when she brought up that she never saw me, I voiced my opinions that it was not solely my fault. And I constantly have school and practice every day after school, but when I come home in the evening, she'll still be working or talking on the phone, so we never have time to talk to each other. When I voiced this, she decided that we really just needed to sit down and have a one-on-one conversation about both of our thoughts and just bring both of our thoughts to the table. So we did. We eventually sat down and we came to the conclusion that we both could be better about managing our time and just how we spend our time. And it has been an adjustment for both of us for sure, because my schedule is pretty set in stone, but I've just been trying to better manage my time when I am at home, get my homework done quickly. That way I can go out and be with my family. And she has gotten better at managing her time and setting specific time when she is away from work. She's not on call or anything like that. And it has been better for both of us, and just in building our relationship, we have a strong relationship now because of it. And I'm so proud that we were able to come to this conclusion after our disagreement that had been building for quite some time. But now it's all resolved and it is getting a lot better. I started high school the year after COVID. COVID caused me to lose a lot of contact with many of the people that I was talking to and my friends. So when I went to high school, there weren't many people that I was close to. And starting such a big life milestone without a good support system like friends was really, really difficult on me, um, and on my mental health. I was a very, very timid person, and I didn't go out of my way to talk to people, which did not help me in the department of making friends. My confidence was really at an all-time low because of this, and I really just did not feel like I belonged there. It took me working that summer with one of my few friends that I did have that allowed me to really come out of my shell. My coworkers helped me become confident in myself and my abilities, and I started smiling more and noticed I was a lot happier than I had been when I wasn't trying to avoid people or avoid myself, if that makes sense. And from that summer, I promised myself that I would not go back to where I was when I had very little friends and was very timid and introverted. And I promised myself that I wouldn't do that. And so I adjusted myself to where I could go to high school the next year and just move on and get better. And I came back to school and ended up making a lot of friends that I'm still great friends with to this day. And they have just helped me become a better person and have helped me with my self-confidence. They taught me that it's okay to have bad days, but you can't wallow in your bad days. You have to come back from your bad days stronger than ever and better prepared for what is coming your way. And I will forever be grateful for them for teaching me that and helping me be more assured in myself and confident in myself and my various abilities that they have helped me realize that I have and that I can bring to the table too.